And good morning and welcome to Good Day Live on Newsmax TV. I'm Michael Smith. Thank you for joining me for our cold open this morning. We want to just begin something I did not do yesterday, and I want to apologize about that. I just want to go ahead and just say to all of our uh, families that have lost loved ones in this Capitol attack that we saw yesterday with fallen officers. I just do want to send my condolences from all of us here at Newsmax TV. We do want to thank you for your service and your strength to this country. I want to go ahead and just say good morning and welcome to Good Day Newsmax. Today is November 8th, 2008. I'm Michael Smith. Thank you for joining me. I'm joined by, okay, what's your new last name? Cameron. Okay, all right. Well, right now I'm joined by Cameron Stanford and Antonio Rodriguez of the Republican Party. Now, Michael Smith, thank you for joining me this morning here on Newsmax TV. We have some headlines I'd like for us to get into this morning, and welcome to the broadcast this morning. We do appreciate all of you tuning in this morning. You did not have to tune into Newsmax TV or Good Day, so we do thank you. Let's go ahead and get into some of the latest headlines that we have this morning. I'll see if I can just pull those up for you. My apologies. We have some good headlines for you all. All right. We have some headlines for you. I'm trying to pull them up right now. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get into the latest headlines this morning. First off, yeah, all right, here we go. Here is the first headline that we have. The court has halted Franco X. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Today we have seen a deadly school collapse in Haiti. A school has collapsed in a suburb of the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince, killing at least 50 people and trapping others. We're gonna continue to keep you in the loop with that as it happens. Also, we're going to talk about the India versus Australia game for the World Cup. Australia balled out for 355 points in reply to India's 441 for the previous game. Also, that was for the World Finals at the World Cup. We're going to continue to keep you updated on the World Cup games as well. Again, apologies if these seem kind of scrambled. We're kind of scrambling these together as our newsroom give this to us. Also, today, Hurricane Paloma has made landfall here in Cuba. We're going to keep you updated on that as well, but it seems like that it has made landfall near Havana. We have correspondents near Havana. We're going to bring you to them soon as well. Also in the UN today, the UN is alleging war crimes in the Democratic Republic of the Congo during pro-government militia and war crimes clashes during the also, an Indian satellite has been launched orbiting the moon. It also is a Chandrayaan Space One aircraft orbiting over the moon for its 2-year mission. We're going to keep you updated as well on this. That is all the headlines that we have for this morning. Back with the news after this. And good morning and welcome to Good Day live on Newsmax TV. I'm Michael Smith. Thank you for joining me. We just had our cold open there with our headlines. Again, we have plenty of headlines for you all this morning, but I want to go ahead and get into a big story we had this morning that we're going to cover for you for the rest of these couple of days here on Newsmax TV as we enter this Obama administration, and that is the far left appointees of the Obama administration. I want to talk about some of these people because I didn't talk about these people in detail as I was supposed to during the coverage. And I want to just grab my pen here and I want to just look at some of these people. Andrew Cooper. Andrew Cooper is supposed to be the Obama domestic policy guy or whatever. I mean, I think this guy is a far left nut. He is supposed to be with this whole NAACP activist junk that we're talking about this whole oppression and junk. You know, he's a radical left activist. He is a big advocate for just social programs in general. And it's like the last thing that America needs is more social programs. He is wanting to advocate more social programs. But that's not even the beginning. Let's see, the next guy. Let's talk about this. Let's go into some of these appointees here. And then I'm going to have Cameron talk about it as well. Let's talk about this. Ed Hastings, another really radical leftist. Ed Hastings really led the FBI in the wrong direction. He has radical leftist views. All these cabinet picks that he has have radical leftist views. I mean, Ed Hastings, Eric Garner, Nicholas Beckham, let's see, Andrew Cooper. These people have very leftist views, and they're not going to lead the country in the right direction. Let's talk about Nicholas Beckham. Nicholas Beckham, counselor to the president. Now, these are all the picks that we have right now. They're not, these aren't all the picks that we have, but more will be coming out very soon. But most of these people are just radical left activists. I mean, they don't care about America. They only care about social programs and quote unquote helping the community when they're actually putting the community more back into the crap hole that it's already in. You know, and like the last thing that African Americans need, that people of color need, is more social programs. But not neither here nor there. They want free health care. They want free child care. They want abortion services galore, on demand. I mean, these are just far left things, and us Christians need to stand up against this. He wants massive government spending. That's where the Tea Party comes in, guys. Massive government spending. What do you think about these cabinet picks? They want massive government spending, Cameron. They're just everywhere.
Well, I think that these when excuse me, when in his campaign, definitely not the worst. Generally more bipartisan than many on the left. And I thought that, he got elected. Oh well, we don't get a Republican in office, but I thought it's still not going to be that bad. And these cabinet choices are really making my views different about his administration. A lot of these people I've worked with in Congress before, and they are far left with radical ideas. Another issue for me is that many people on the left want to bring up abortion, want to have abortion, as was a big topic in our 2008 presidential election. And I personally just don't get why anybody would want to murder somebody, and I find it crazy that these Democrats, some of them, are pushing for abortion.
Yeah, definitely. And Antonio, what do you think about these radical left appointees that Barack Obama is continually to appoint?
Well, I think they are planning to do more taxes on the rich, which will fund for programs, because we don't want the government to provide everything for us. I mean, we can take care of ourselves, and I don't understand that the government has to provide every single thing to the citizens. I mean, it might increase the debt, and we don't want more taxes.
Right. And we don't
So I
want
think
to
that's the
increase
point of the.
national debt and higher than it already is. So that's all people want. They want higher. They want high national debt. They haven't really talked about a plan to tackle the national debt. Nicholas Beckham, let's talk about him. He is going to be the counselor to the president. This guy is a lunatic. He owns these churches on Roblox. I mean, hey, all power to him. When I talk to him, not really the nicest guy. He's very stuffy. He thinks he's full of himself. And to me, he's just an idiot. And he's not down to earth, and he thinks he's better than the American people. And no appointee or government official is better than us, the American people. But that's something that we will talk about for another day, because some of these politicians think that they're just all that and they are better than the American people, when that is just not true. They're not better than anybody. They're not better than me. They're not better than you. They're not better than anybody on this couch. Now, I want to just, these appointees are just radical leftist appointees, especially from what Jet talked to Cameron about last night on America's News HQ. He talked about Andrew Cooper, how he might have some socialist views, but Jet did raise a good point. Jet, they're both in the church community and things like that, but Andrew Cooper can barely run CNN, but this man should be running domestic policy. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But Obama is going to make very far leftist picks and appointees. That's just what he's going to do. But I just hope that these appointees, really for the most part, go ahead.
Mike Andrew should have been a director of communication within the White House, or even press secretary. So I don't understand why Obama picked him for domestic policy. That just doesn't make sense.
And he wants all
he
these
could have
community
least
activists on his cabinet, but it doesn't make any sense. What do you think about it, Karen? I mean, community activists in a national cabinet? I mean, this is just a bunch of puffery.
No, one of the things Obama said when he was introducing Andrew Cooper during his press briefing, Michael, I know you were there and probably heard it as well. One of the many things that I was thinking about this is Obama mentioned, it was in the press brief and I believe on his Twitter as well. I know it was in the press brief, I believe it was Twitter, but don't fact check me on that one.
Yeah.
And Obama said that he did a great job running CNN, and that he's a man of the truth, and he told the truth on the news. And personally, I mean, the leftists, CNN's like their god. All hail CNN. I mean, they love CNN. CNN reports the fake news most of the time, almost 95% of the time. CNN's reporting for doing a, quote, good job with CNN telling the, quote, truth, which is a word that is non-existent on CNN.
The truth is not existing on CNN. They want to just whine and cry about how the world is just so bad, racist everywhere. That's just CNN for you. And then the liberal media and the liberals love CNN. Let's go ahead and get to, like I said, the one that sticks out for me that is just the most socialist and just radical on this list that I have in front of me. Ed, go ahead. What'd you say?
Eric.
So who was it?
I said on here, Eric Garner.
Well, Eric Garner, well, yeah, he's actually very, very socialist, very liberal individual. But one that sticks out to me like a sore thumb is Ed Hastings, Eric Garner, and Andrew Cooper. All those people stick out to me like a sore thumb. And they all don't really care about America. They don't like America. They feel some type of way about America. So, go ahead.
Go to these, if you're for socialism and you don't like America, go to Cuba. Go to Venezuela. Go to all these socialist countries and see what happens. See what happens when you go to these socialist countries, and then you'll come back to the U.S. and realize how much freedom you actually have, and that you don't actually want socialism.
That's true. And I want to just reiterate that I want to look at a poll that Newsmax took a couple days ago that actually 56% of U.S. Cubans voted for Zachary Berger. And actually that wasn't enough to tip the scale for him in Florida, which was just insane because just the turnout. But go ahead.
I understand we have 56% voting for Berger, but I'm just surprised that we have the other 44 voting for Barack Obama. And yeah. Barack Obama might not be as much of, he's not really, he has leftist views, but compared to some of the other members in his cabinet, he is not bad. But, these people are voting for Barack Obama, who has socialist cabinet members, and, maybe those cabinet members will sway Obama's views as well.
I think they will. I think they're going to encourage him to have a very socialist mindset and a socialist point of view. Definitely something to look at this morning. We're going to go ahead and continue reporting on that as we get more news. But definitely some very radicalized appointees indeed. Let's go ahead and get into the Russell Senate office building attack that we saw yesterday. But I want to just make known something that we said earlier in the broadcast and while we had our cold open. Is that we have had a officer killed in duty to the Capitol Police. This was on this is on the 8th today. The cause was vehicle pursuit today, and his name was Officer Charles Benjamin Skinner, and he took a seat, newbie. Quickly, you're actually in our camera shot. And he was killed in the line of duty. Serving at the Russell Senate office building after that heinous attack that we saw yesterday. Our hearts and prayers go out to his family as they try to navigate through these tricky times. My newsroom is telling me that Tunnels to Towers, an organization founded in 2002 after 9/11, will be paying off his family's mortgage and debt for their entire life. Their 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house in New Jersey will be completely paid off, and their mortgage will be paid off, and their cars will be paid off, and everything will be paid off by the Tunnels to Towers organization. So God bless them for really protecting and watching out for our troops today. So what are your thoughts on this? I mean, this is just a really bad attack going on at the Russell Center office building, Cameron.
Yeah, so I was actually at that press briefing, and I'll give all the information I had, which is quite a lot. In terms of the Russell Senate office building, nobody was injured. It was a safe operation moving this bomb-like device. And the FBI, as of 9:51 p.m. last night, declared that act at the Russell Senate office building an act of terrorism. The Capitol, for all those watching, be advised that the Capitol is currently on lockdown, and that the United States Capitol Police says that nobody is allowed to enter any buildings without proper clearance. They are on strict security, so do be aware that I don't and going into with the United States Capitol Police. Another thing, the Capitol is currently closed to visitors except those the proper notice. The United States Capitol Police will be on property. They are
Yeah, but definitely something.
the chief said still be able to attend, and it will still be a safe event. Second Lieutenant Ray Williams, a part of the EOD unit with the National Guard that responded, said it looks like one from his past that he in Fuchsia that he has watched before. So they're still investigating, and I think that he's working with the investigation. The United States Capitol Police is also working with DC Fire and EMS in case of medical emergencies, as well as the hazmat unit. Now moving on, in the middle of that press briefing, we also got a excuse me. The chief also told us that they are now using search and seizure on all property with all guests and visitors and those who are wanting to enter buildings. Then the chief requested a full lockdown of the Capitol because as we were in the middle of that briefing, we heard news from our control room that we had another bomb explode in Alexandria, Virginia. It was in front of a courthouse, and it was awful. We did not know if there were injuries at the time, but I believe now we do know if I looked at my information correctly. So yes, there was someone had a leg blown off, one person died, and there were many more injuries in Alexandria. The FBI does not know if these were connected.
I want to interrupt you because I have some breaking news coming from my control room here. The U.S. Capitol Police is currently in a car pursuit. Let me just take a look here because this just came in hot from the press here. Okay. U.S. Virginia State Police is in pursuit with a Chevy Express transport van. We're not sure if they have explosives in the van, C4 in the van, or exactly where they're going. But the state police are saying that they are headed currently into D.C. across the bridges at this hour. We don't know if they are going to the Capitol, they're going to the office building again. What's going on? But I'm sure the chief will have a press briefing again this afternoon to talk about it. But we are hearing that more news is going on. This is a Chevy Express transport van. This is a van that they are suspicious that might have explosives in the back of the van. It could be a car bomb. They are suspiciously looking at this. They are running the license plates. The license plates are coming from Maryland. We are slowly but surely watching this story, and we are trying to get you all the latest from this story. But I am just kind of in shock this morning on the just blatant terrorism going on in America these last couple of hours, and I don't think I've ever seen this much terrorism going on in just 24 to 48 hours since 9/11. And it's just really sad to see what's going on here. We hear that President Bush might make a statement, maybe the president-elect, but it's a lot of terrorism going on in the D.C. area right now. So if you are in that area, seek some shelter. And Cameron, go ahead.
And what I was going to say is, so yeah, we have a confirmed death in Alexandria. One person got their leg blown off, many more injured in front of that courthouse.
Yeah, definitely. And Antonio, what are your thoughts on this whole terrorism thing? I mean, how are the GOP trying to tackle this terrorism crisis that seems like is starting to spur up again in America?
Well, I believe we should have stronger security. I mean, the Russell building is supposed to be good at security, but apparently a bomb was uh, put there. But luckily, it was unarmed before it exploded. But we need to improve on security in this country. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to improve it and do reforms. Period.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to reiterate to the viewers, and I'm sure that the viewers might see it on their screens now, is that we have had now 2 acts of terrorism in the last 24 hours, almost 30 something hours at this point. Our newsroom has been following this for the last couple of hours now, and it's just really sad. And I want to just reiterate that we haven't seen terrorism like this since 9/11, 2 acts in just 24 hours, guys. But we are closely watching this, but the pursuit is continuing, currently happening right now, from what they are saying to us, that this is a live pursuit going on the highway, on the interstate highway. We are looking at this now, and we are going to continue to watch this for you here on Newsmax TV. I am just, it's really something. And Cameron, I mean, what are your thoughts on this terrorism? I mean, I
I haven't seen
just
anything like this.
many things going on. But go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, my internet cut out. I haven't seen anything like this in a very long time, and I'm honestly concerned right now. But I know that the USCP is working very hard.
Yeah, I think they are
I
as
also
well.
got
Go
word
ahead.
from the National Guard and the chief that DC Metro Police is helping out, and that the National Guard is waiting, so they will be at the inauguration for security, but the National Guard is waiting on the DC mayor to deploy them, and if the DC mayor decides to deploy them, which I assume they would after this van coming in now, obviously there could be another attack. The National Guard, they just said that they are ready to deploy if needed. And we got the family decided to give us the name of that death in front of the Alexandria courthouse. The death from the Alexandria bombing is a 28-year-old by the name of Lucy Smith visiting from Utah on vacation. Wrong place at the wrong time. That's all I have right now.
It's kind of an accident, really, just a really bad attack here, folks. And I just, that's how I get when I see just blatant acts of terrorism against America, folks. It is just a really
We just got
sad
this in
day
from the
here, folks.
control room. Excuse me, Michael. We just got this in from the control room. The pursuit is currently heading towards Capitol Hill. U.S. Capitol Police has closed down the complex and reinforced the streets. the FBI does confirm that the van contains two suspects from the bombing that they had on video. We
Yeah.
also urge you to get out of the Capitol complex. If you are walking near the mall or anywhere in DC, we ask you to get shelter and get off the streets. This is an urgent situation, and we want you guys to stay safe. I believe
Yeah.
that our control room
I think our
is
control room is telling
also
me that we're
giving
going to
us,
turn this into a special report because
Michael.
this
I
is
believe that we also,
this is a
yeah,
urgent
I believe that
situation.
we
Go ahead.
also, which I just sent to you. I believe that we also have an image of the two suspects that are believed to be associated with both the bombings. They were
Okay, we're gonna put that on your screen. Control room, can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay, where you're going, you're about to see that now. Can we look at that? Okay, we can. Can we? Take a look here, everybody. We're just trying to pull that up on your screen. Okay, this should be on your screen. There you go. Now, those are the people. Those are the people that are suspected of this attack right now. There you go. They are on your screen. This is security camera footage from a nearby pole. This is, I believe, on the steps of one of the office buildings somewhere on Capitol Hill. But those are the two suspected people, and they're on your screen right there. So if you have any information, contact the U.S. Capitol Police because they are really in hot pursuit right now. So those are the two men. And I want to just reiterate that we're going to probably turn this into a special report. And those of you watching on Sirius XM Radio, you all will probably hear this announced as a breaking news report because this is going away from our typical good day coverage here this morning. So we're going to come back on the air in about a minute and come back to a special report, and we'll be right back.
How are you going to turn this into a special report studio? Oh, I thought we were going to the special report studio.
Do I have to leave because it's a special report now?
No.
Oh.
Do you want me to act like a correspondent and go to DC?
I remember the good days with Michael as DC correspondent as well.
Oh, we're unmuted. We're un-
And this is a Newsmax TV special report. I'm Michael Smith, live from Orlando. We have some breaking news coming into the studio right now, and this is going to interrupt our typical good day programming this morning. And that is that we have had two acts of terrorism in the last 24 hours, and these are the two masked men that the U.S. Capitol Police and the Virginia State Police are going after at this hour. You can see them right there. Those are the two men. They are masked up. They are that was the last known picture of them from a security camera in Washington outside of the Russell Senate office building or somewhere near that. We're not exactly sure where this was, but we know is that this is a security CCTV picture of them standing. Now they are on a van chase with them at this hour going into DC. Looks like they're going to be going into the tunnel, coming out under the bridge, on the bridge, and going into DC near Capitol Hill. If you are in this area and you can hear the sound of my voice, get out of the Capitol Hill area now. We fear that there could be another explosion. And our folk that are down there are going to get out the way. With my Capitol Hill correspondent, he's going to get out the way because we fear that there could be another explosion at the Capitol. We don't know what's going on, but we're going to bring this to you now. I'm just trying to share this link out with people. Y'all share this link out so we can get people notified here. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some people notified about what's going on, guys. But I mean, this is just a really traumatic situation going on right now. But this is just a breaking news report that we have coming in this morning about a suspected bomb threat at the Capitol. We haven't seen anything like this in a long time, everybody. So this is just definitely interesting indeed to have these kind of problems at the Capitol. But they are in a Chevy Express transport van, and shots have been fired. There are bullet holes in the Chevy Express transport van. And we are just closely watching this situation. And can we pull a video up from yesterday of these two men? And this is new. This is a helicopter footage from that CCTV of the men just a couple hours ago, and that's that picture right there. This is from a U.S. Capitol Police helicopter above D.C. Those are the two men right there. They were walking down some steps. We're not sure what they had in their pockets in hand, but they were just lurking around the Capitol Hill area, looking very suspicious indeed. But if you have any information, be sure to contact the U.S. Capitol Police. But that is surveillance footage of the two suspects, and a Capitol Police officer was murdered last night by strangulation last night, and our hearts do go out to him as well. But very sad story tonight. And Cameron, what are your thoughts on it, knowing as much about Capitol Police as you do? I mean, what's going on in D.C. right now? I mean, and what's the situation, really? I mean, this is just bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make sure to, tune into that press conference later and ask questions to the chief and possibly the FBI director. I'm just really intrigued. I really just want to know how the U.S. up their measures. As you can see, they're obviously coming back for more. This wasn't like a one and done type thing. So I'm just as to, how this is going to go to help keep
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested to see how this is going to go indeed. But this is just a very scary story for many of you all. In D.C., we haven't had anything like this happen since, like I said, 9/11. We haven't had threats like this to everybody at shelter in place since 9/11. I mean, this is a very scary evening for some of you all watching on TV. We are just, like I said, we're in shock as well. We're going to take a break. We're going to relay this message. So we're going to re-announce the special report again on your screen so we can let all of our other local stations across the country join us across the country. Interrupt regular programming. Here we go. And bring our Twitter folk in as well. So let's go ahead and interrupt programming. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. All right, here we go, and welcome back to Newsmax TV. This is a breaking news report for all of our affiliates joining us across the country. This is some more breaking news that we have. Again, thank you for joining our special coverage. Right now, we have multiple terrorist attacks in the last 24 hours. We have, this is live. This is old CCTV camera footage of the suspected attackers. And we do suspect that these are the people that attacked the Russell Senate office building yesterday, and the U.S. Metropolitan Police, Capitol Police, and Virginia State Police are actually in hot pursuit with these people at this hour from a van that we do suspect might have explosives in the back. We're going to try and see if we can get the chief on. If not, that is fine, but we are trying to give live updates at this hour. And Joe Biden tweeted last night, my heart goes out to the senators who operate in the Russell Senate office building and their families. This is proof that modern-day terrorism exists on American soil. We are continuing to cover this as well as many, many breaking news stories today as well. So we are, again, we're really just in shock here at the newsroom about how many attacks have happened here in the last couple of hours. But we're definitely going to continue to watch this for you here on Good Day. But I believe we're going to cap off our coverage here on Good Day until more developing stories happen, I believe. And then we're going to interrupt programming again if more breaking news happens. We will have more special reports and things like that for you all if we have more breaking news developing here in Washington. So from all of us here at Newsmax TV, we do appreciate you all watching this morning and waking up with us. We do appreciate, I know you all have coffee and pancakes and things that you guys would like to eat, and I know you guys would rather watch other things, but you decide to wake up with us here on Good Day this morning. We do thank you all so much for watching. But we're going to have multiple updates throughout the day about this entire attack. This is a very heinous attack, really. So we do thank you all so much for watching and have a very great day. We're going to see you all tonight on America's News Headquarters with Parker Jackson and with my show tonight, Newsmax Now with Michael Smith. We'll see you guys this evening. Goodbye.